like suddenly we hear like everything just suddenly turns white. Everything turns white. And then you hear a really loud like bang. And it's not just like a normal lightning strike that you hear like every other like thunderstorm. It was blinding.
Yo, I got this tripod.
That's a tripod?
It's gonna look terrible on video because it's literally the size of my palm. And for listeners out there, it's the size of my palm. And it's a handheld tripod for my camera. I put my camera on this. And it's like video version, people. You can see it, kind of. I don't think you can see it, but it's like this big. And you can extend it.
It looks like a Mars rover.
I'm not even joking. That's exactly what... This is from China. Does that scare you? And I bought it like yesterday.
Well, no, they stopped.
Stopped what? No, I have so many things. Okay. Yes, anyways, this is my tripod. Well, okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Talks. We're here on episode 9. Jesus Christ, we're doing good. We're going strong.
This is going to be a good podcast. I was gonna say season, but like it didn't seem right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to get into that part. We did decide. I think on the 7th episode, I guess. We decided to make the 10th episode the season finale and do a huge thing, which we're not gonna spoil yet because that's still probably gonna be the season finale. But we decided to push it from 10 episodes to either 15 or 20. We're not completely sure yet. But we're going to push it to either one of those. So you're going to have more content for season 1. So let's go. Also, for you guys who still don't know this, we have a new complete channel for Star Talks. So do subscribe to that, okay? That's where pretty much all the video versions of the episodes come out. And also follow us on iTunes and Spotify and all that, okay? We will actually be uploading like smaller clips for those people who don't have all the time in the world to listen to the entire episode. We should definitely do that, though. But we do have the smaller the clips inside that new channel. So definitely go check that out and subscribe. Okay, give me a comment that you're from here. And, well, I like that. So,
Alright, so, as you can see, well, for the video version anyway, I got a haircut. And it's gotten me feeling extremely nostalgic for some reason. I feel like I'm back in like my 2016 body. And
I'm not gonna lie. Well, one, let me just say I'm very scared after he got the haircut. Dude, no. But the other thing is, I was thinking about that. Your skin looks like paler, like how you used to be in 2016.
It's because my beard's gone.
You used to have a beard?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
really
yeah!
small.
Oh, shit! Oh, wait, you got that, like...
Yes.
I knew something was up! Oh my god, dude, I swear from the day you came here, I knew your haircut was weird, but I knew something else was off. You got that, like, weird goatee thing removed.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Alright.
Well, anyway, first of all, I was really anxious about going for a haircut because of, well, the lockdown and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to get caught by the police, no. But my hair had grown out really long, and I always had to kind of push it up so that I can actually see stuff.
I can still see. It's usually not down for me because I force it up all the time. So that's nice.
But when I went to get my haircut, the barber, he kind of pushes your hair down onto your face, right?
Yes, just cut the top parts off.
He pushed it down and it was...
You were just blind?
Yeah, I physically could not see a thing. I could not see a thing. And that kind of got me kind of scared. Especially this one time, he was cutting my hair, and I could only know because I could hear the sound.
No, for me, whenever he puts it over my eyes, I always get a haircut exactly when this is like up to my eyelid level. So when I open it, it's literally poking my eye. So every time he puts it down, I always close my eyes and he just cuts it off.
So I could only tell he was cutting it because I could hear the sound of the scissors. And I keep hearing the sound like cut, cut. And suddenly I hear this like spraying sound, like kind of like tss.
Oh, I think that's the water thing.
I did not remember that existed. I thought he cut my hair. I mean, not hair. No, thought he cut like one of my veins out or something. And I freaked the hell out.
Also, my cheers. Alright, yes. Alright, continue.
So that was an insane moment. I could feel like closeness to death.
So you thought your barber just snapped your veins like, oopsie, let me just duct tape it back. Like, what do you... Also, by the way, this is different. It's like green, and this looks kind of horrifying. Because I use Audition now, and I realized it squeezes the entire thing into like one, so you can see the entire thing. And this is 9 minutes, and pretty much everything looks green. By the time we get to like an hour, it's gonna be like pretty much all green.
Ow. So that reminded me of one thing. When I was like 3, I recently moved here to my current apartment. And I went to the swimming pool like in the summer. And well, I did not know how to swim. So I was in like
I don't think anyone knows how to swim at 3 years old, but
yeah, of course. So I was on like the kiddie pool side.
Yeah.
And the water used to come up till my neck.
By the way, do you find it weird? Because I've been to so many swimming pools. Dude, half of our swimming pool should not be the kiddie pool. Like, what? Literally, we have like this big of a swimming pool, and half of that is just like it comes to your like half of your like shin. And if that came up to your neck, like you were like...
Yeah, I was really small. And I had pretty much no self-confidence back then. Like, I used to depend on someone for pretty much everything I do. So then, what happened, my parents, like, left me in the kiddie pool and they went to, the deep side of the pool. And I was just kind of walking around, just playing around with, like, some of my friends or something. And then I slipped.
In the water?
Yeah, I slipped in the water. It was like this weird, like, gooey thing or something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of slipped in the water, and I fell into the water, and I was completely submerged in the kiddie pool, and I did not know what to do. I didn't realize that I should just kind of push myself up, get out of the water. I was just like floating in the water, just thinking, what should I do now?
What?
And that was probably like one of the closest times I felt, not closest times, one of the times I felt closest to death.
Other than the barber cutting out your veins, but
it was closer than that.
I have this one story, since you brought up the whole swimming thing. When I first, dude, my parents especially my mom, loved swimming. She made me swim. Back then, I didn't, when you first, when you're young, your parents just put you in everything just to, get you accustomed to, see what you want, okay? My parents really wanted me to get in sports, and I was really sporty, alright? So they put me in swimming. I always liked swimming. Now I don't like it as much as the other thing. Boxing's my life right now, but, I like swimming. And I remember the first ever time I went swimming, this was when I was 5 or 6 years old, okay? My first time ever going to the pool, I was scared as hell of the water, alright? And I had my swimming pool, I had my goggles and stuff, okay? I got to the water, okay? Literally, got into the water, and we have, the instructor and, 5 other children, okay? And she just went, alright, we're gonna learn how to go underwater and look. And I'm just hell no, I'm not doing that. The idea of my eyes will just explode if water goes into them. Because it's a slight memory of me hearing that my dad used to go swimming in, these lakes. and he used to open his eyes a lot, and now his vision's like impaired or something. And that's not true. Now I know that. But back then I was like, shit, bro, I'm not opening my eyes. Took me 3 weeks to just open my eyes.
With goggles on?
With the goggles on. I was scared. Yo, I am such a safe person. You have no idea. Like, if something screams danger, there's either 2 ways I do it. One, at least 40% of my mind thinks it's kind of safe. I just go like, screw it. I just jump in it. Okay? If anything less than that thinks it's not safe, I do not even get close there. All right? So, 3 weeks got under there. All right? And she was literally like, dude, this kid, because everyone's just learning freestyle already. And she was just like, dude, this kid, man, just get over it. All right? So she literally grabbed it. She's like, we're doing this again. Go under. Looks at me. She's like, goes up. You see me? Under. Out. You see me? Under. Out. Literally. Like, she grabbed my shoulders and pulled me under. Came out. Okay? And then she... Once, okay, I accidentally, my eyes just kind of blinked by once. And everything was like crystal blue. And I was like, shit. Next time I went under, I opened my eyes completely. And the beauty of this, that time was the clearest pool I've seen till day. I think the one other time it was clearer is, remember when we both went like last year? We thought one day the pool was really, really clear. You could see the other wall. That
was insane.
That looked beautiful, alright? That was the closest clearness I've ever seen. Other than that, it was the pool at the first day. For some reason, it was like bright, like neon, not even neon, like turquoise neon blue. It was the best thing ever. From then on, I went swimming like every day. But another story, I actually thought of this today. I don't know how we got to the swimming topic anyways. When my mom was like, the morning, like I was really excited for swimming until I got into the pool, but like I was really excited for swimming. So that morning, okay, I was just in the bathroom, okay, brushing my teeth, okay. My mom's like, hey, it's your day. You're going to go swim or something, okay? And I just went, do you know something? I was like, what, 5, okay? I was like, did you know something? If in the swimming pool I get thirsty, I'll just go underneath and drink some water. And she just looked at me like, kid, what are you thinking? Literally, she just slowly turned her head. She's like, son, you don't do that, okay? Then she taught me about, like, chlorine. I'm not gonna lie, I was very disappointed when I realized I couldn't drink water underneath. And after that, I just hated swimming until I actually started getting good at it. And then, well, here we are.
Drinking water from the pool was, well, something I did really often, actually. Not now. When I was younger.
Yes, but like, what?
Yeah, I used to drink water from the pool, like, all the time.
Wait, for real?
Yes,
What? Guys, if you guys didn't know, this kid was like one of those gangsters back in like 2016. You have no idea. He seems all innocent and like truthful now. This kid was a gangster.
No, I used to get hiccups a lot, especially when like I laugh a lot. And in the swimming pool, when I'm with my friends, we all just kind of like splash each other with water and just laugh for no reason, stuff like that. And I used to get hiccups.
Oh, you got hiccups.
I used to get hiccups really often. I just go underwater, drink some water, and I'm good.
That was my fantasy my entire life. All the time I went to swimming, my mom just went, again, look, if someone says this something's not good for you, I ain't getting close to that. So as much as I wanted to, I never even like touched a sip of water underneath, like never. Unless I remember I was like drowning. Another story. Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't notice, Sam's actually hosting this episode. So, score. But, there's one more story. This one was, again, one of the closest I've ever gotten to death. Which is hilarious because I've never broken a bone. I've never broken a bone. I've never, ever gone into surgery except for that one time I swallowed a Lego. He knows about this. We did like a Minecraft video together about this, but it never got uploaded because, yay. But that's another story for another episode. But I've never gotten surgery because I told you I'm a really, really safe person. All right. This was the one time we almost got to death. Okay. me and pretty much all my family and friends, okay, all my family friends are like 70 families or something, okay, all of us were going White River rafting, okay, so you know where there's like a bunch of waves and stuff, and then
Oh yeah.
in that inflatable raft, and then you just kind of like
Raft.
what are those things called?
Rose?
Yeah, I guess. You just roll around. Yeah. Thing was, there was no one to help. There was no lifeguards, nothing, okay? This was maybe a 3-hour, like, thing. All of us started at once, but all of them just kind of started dissipating, okay? So it was me, my mom, my dad, and one of my best friends, okay? All in hours, okay? There's these little islands you can stop by just in case. But the thing was, the second we started, we were like, okay, we're on track. We should get out of this alive, okay? And the second we turned around, someone was shouting because they dropped all the rose in the water. And I was like, dude, this might not be good. And we were going good. Okay? So look, there is the raft, the inflatable part, okay? And it kind of goes down into like this little bottom area.
Yeah.
And there's like, you know how like a lifeboat is, right? Inflatable lifeboat? Yeah. So me and my dad were sitting on the sides. My mom and my best friend were sitting inside, okay? And there was like this huge like up and down thing that appeared. And it was huge. Let me add, I was like 7 years old, okay? It was a huge up and down thing, and I was just, I was like, hey, hopefully we don't, because I've seen the life rafts just get like thrown inside, and the currents are so strong they can drag you till like the sea, all right? And I did know how to swim, but I was a 7-year-old, bro. How much can I go in like currented water? I can't fight against currents. I mean, now maybe I can. I mean, I don't swim anymore. Rest in peace, swimming. But yeah. When we were going there, my dad was just like, oh, come on. Because my dad's like the opposite of me. He'll jump to anything that looks adventurous, all right? So he's like, oh, let's go. Okay, and I sat on the outside. The second we dipped in, I flung off.
Oh, God.
No joke. Again, the closest I've ever been to death. I flung off. Okay, my dad, he just tipped over and grabbed the thing for dear life. I didn't even know what happened. I literally flung backwards, like, maybe like almost 5 meters, but then the raft was coming so fast, okay?
You just fell back in the raft?
No, I wish that would have been cool, but like...
Extreme, like, cartoon style.
This is the raft. I fell off, okay? I went under. This was like fast currents, bro, like 40 miles an hour currents, okay? I went under, and when I tried to come back up, my raft was on top of my head.
Oh, God.
I didn't have time to take a breath or something. All right, so I just stood there. I fell off. The raft was on top of me. I tried coming up, and I couldn't. And at that point, I was like, dude, this is where I lose my family. I become an orphan. Okay, I start hunting for like slugs in the woods or something. Cause look, there was water and there was woods for like 5, 6, 7 kilometers outwards. Okay, I was like, dude, this is it. This is where it all happens. Let's say goodbye. My mom said she got so scared because she was sitting on the floor, right? So they didn't go flying out. My mom and my best friend did not go flying out, but instead they were. By the way, my best friend, if you are listening to these, I'm not gonna say your name, but you should remember this. If you don't remember this, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Okay, but there's a high chance you probably not remember. But anyways,
OMG, what a bad best friend.
I mean, we did so many things. This was back in kindergarten. This was in US, by the way, okay? Kindergarten. We went like pumpkin harvesting as well. I don't know, we did a lot of stuff. But like that one time I went under and my mom was sitting on the floor. So my head just popped up under.
Oh, God.
She pretty much says that as one of the worst experiences ever. Because she was just sitting, okay? She saw her husband and her son just go flying off the sides. And suddenly her son's head is like... Think about it from her position. And then, weirdly enough, my dad's like costly like sunglasses and his hat just disappeared into nothingness. But my Skylanders cap did not go anywhere. It was on my head.
Oh, God.
Like, stiff. And obviously I had the life raft thing, so luckily I didn't go crazy. So I was trying to swim there. I actually was not trying to swim there. I was just trying to like get them here. My mom was shouting for me to come. I was like, dude, I can't do this. All right. Then some like weird, like, no, they're not weird. I love these guys. Thank you. But I realized these wasn't the life raft. There was some random people. Okay. There were some like Arabic people. Okay. There were like 4 of them. They were like smoking and stuff. They literally just picked me up and put me in their boat. I'm just like, calm. you've practiced this whole life, all right? You're a taekwondo like blue belt. You smack him in the face and jump in the water. I'm not joking. That was exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I got this. And they say, hey, what's your name? I say, Steve or something. I don't remember what I said, but I did not say my real name. They said, when were you born? I did some instant math because, everything you're taught back there is like, don't talk to strangers and shit. So the instant thing I thought about was I did some fast math. I was like, March 50th. And then I realized, shit. And then they looked at me, they're like, 50th now. And I started laughing, started smoking more. I'm like, dude, I'm screwed. They know I'm lying. Now they're going to sell my eyeballs. I have pretty good eyes. Like, come on. I'm going to sell my eyeballs. But so then...
You have some insane imagination.
No, then again, I've always wanted to, like, run at the house. Like every other child. My parents always said... Because there used to be some, like... Again, I'm not being racist, but there used to be some, like, really sketchy looking, like, gangsters on the side. Like, this is my house, like, across the street, there used to be some gangsters, and that was the scariest road ever, always, because there was always people sitting outside just smoking all day with, like, cold chain. They always just say, you go out by yourself, someone's gonna abduct you and sell your eyeballs, because your eyes are not, like... It was just, like, a thing that happens in my family, so then I got really scared, and then they started laughing. Luckily, they didn't take my eyeballs. They said, where's your boat? I said, I'm pointing at my boat. And I was literally holding onto my boat, shivering. And then they took me and put me in my boat, and...
Wow.
Life saved. Now that I think about it, if that happened to me, like, in this version, I probably would have just swam back. Or not be scared of them abducting and selling my eyeballs. I talked about this in the last episode. If someone jumps me, I'm not that scared, honestly. Even if they're like The Rock. I have speed and strength. I'm not trying to brag. Don't jump me if you see me in public, alright? Say hi. But, well, yeah, that was
Say hi, then jump him.
If you're jumping me for a hug, I still won't be okay with it. Like, give me a warning, but, like... Yeah,
Once I went to, like... Not my farmhouse, it's just, like... It's something like a farmhouse. It's just, like... It's like an independent house in, like, the middle of nowhere. Like, in the middle of a... What do you call this? A forest, yes.
I've always wanted that.
It's not as good as you think. There's
No,
bugs
listen.
everywhere.
I know this. I have this one fantasy. When I grow up, I want to buy a huge ranch. Okay, well, there'll be, like, a small little cabin area, like a middle area where we're having fun. And there's, like, an entire circle of, like, just... like nothing, just earth, and there should be like a huge mountain to climb, and it should all be my property. Like, that's something I really want to do. Yeah, continue.
Yeah,
Bugs.
so I was at this house, and well, it was getting really dark, and everyone just kind of came inside, and it started raining. All right, so me, my brother, and my cousin, we started playing like a board game or something, and then, like, suddenly we hear like, everything just suddenly turns white. Everything turns white.
I think that's lightning.
And then you hear a really loud, like, bang. And it's not just like a normal lightning strike that you hear like every other, like, thunderstorm. It was blinding. It's like... How do I put this? It's like if you take a tube light and just hold it, like, right in front of your eyes.
For like a split second, just like...
It was blinding.
I mean,
you could not see.
If you look at our lights, it's probably gonna happen. Our lights are extremely bright. Like, please, we don't look at them. Our eyes are just screwing themselves over. Yeah.
So then everyone got really startled at that point, and then, like, we kind of calmed down, just like slept through the night. And when we woke up the next day, a tree beside the house had got struck by lightning.
Wait, you were next to that tree?
Like, the house was here, and like 2 meters far apart, the tree was there.
And where were you?
In the house.
Oh, dude, again, another thing, I want to see a lightning strike down a tree in front of me. Like, I love trees and all, but, like, dude.
It was my favorite tree, I swear. I loved that tree. It was a mango tree. I loved that tree, bro.
Oh, no. Rip. What's the lightning guy? What's his name?
What?
In Greek mythology, what's the lightning guy's name? How did I forget this?
Zeus.
Yes. Rip Zeus, but, like...
Anyway, I love that tree, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Nature. Honestly, that's why I want to get that ranch. Just like imagine hiking on something, or just like, just running around and knowing that whatever you do there, it's your stuff. And no one can come in that area except when you allow them to do that. I need a ranch when I grow up. Obviously, I need to make that cash, but like...
We're working on it.
No, I do feel like in the future, a lot of us aren't going to be that poor anymore. Because until now, like, all our job opportunities and stuff depended on degrees and stuff. I feel it's not like that anymore. People really underestimate the potential of media production. Any sort of... There's some sounds out there, but like any sort of media production, may it be like podcasting or YouTubing or short films, whatever it is, they have such high potential. You don't even need a camera. Like, you can film it on your phone. Like, there's such high potential, and no one really, recognizes it. Like, everyone in financial crisis, like, someone should tell them to do media production.
That's the thing. For all the major jobs, like say doctors, there's like AI coming out. There's like, what do you call it? Like digitalized stuff just coming out.
Robot surgeons.
Yeah, and once that kind of tech gets completed, there's gonna be a lot of unemployment in that sector, and all the robots are gonna be doing stuff.
Exactly. I feel at that point we shouldn't be doing services anymore. Like, you know how we first started off at the primary sector? For you guys who don't understand, I'm gonna do this really fast. Primary sector is where you harvest raw materials and make and sell them. Secondary sector is when you like take those raw materials and manufacture something, make something and sell them. And tertiary sector is where you provide services like doctors or librarians or whatever, businessmen or whatever you are. Okay. Now, when we first started, this was a primary sector, this entire world. Then we moved over to secondary sector. Okay, then we got to tertiary sector. I feel when the robots come out and take over all the services, we're going to have to move to a new sector where everything is like media production or just entertainment in general.
Because that's something that's
robots,
more...
Like robots doing YouTube channel. I don't think I'm okay with that, not going to lie. Like, I prefer human humor.
Just watch like a robot playing...
Or just charging 24 hours live stream. Like, dude, I can't do that, man. Just think about this world.
Yeah. Well, robot entertainment, it depends on how it is. If it's like robots in fiction, like... have you seen this movie called I Am Robot or something like that?
No, I haven't. Oh, wait, let me search it up.
It's a movie... I think it's Will Smith. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, it was iRobot. Hell, I saw that. Yeah, they just turn on each other. It's like... What's that guy? Smiley? Simi? What? Sunny, yes. That robot, and he starts like painting, and he's on like a hill. Dude, I've watched that movie like over like 50 times. That's a lie, like over 20 times. But
so if it's that kind of robot entertainment, I'm all up.
But then again, in that one, the AI took over all the robots and almost killed the human race. So we'll probably not try to go there.
No, as in movies like that, not real life like that.
Did you know? If you don't know, I love movies and filmmaking, so I have like 40 different scripts, and I have this one script that I've been developing. There's this one, thing. I'm not gonna lie. I lost
script.
Yeah, the script. Yes, thank you. There's this one script that I've been developing for the last like almost. Not gonna lie, almost 7 years.
Jeez.
Yes, I keep improvising it because even if I make a script like last year, it doesn't make sense this year. So I kept on improvising it, and I think I've told you there was this one guy who's like Black Panther, Spider-Man, and Iron Man combined. Did I tell you this?
Yeah, you told me this.
Yeah, and he's like a superhero. He saved the world a few times, and then he died once and came back to life because they took like his DNA and reimplanted it and stuff. And this guy has so much money that like. I think like 90% of the GDP of the world is from him and stuff. Okay, pretty much he's like endorsed by UN and stuff, and like he's like one of those UN people, and he can interfere in people's politics. And yeah, it's a huge script to him, his story. Okay, and that person, my train of thought is so dead right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I remember you told me one of your scripts about like time travel or something. Was it the same as this one?
I'm not gonna lie, this script is just this mash pot of everything, every single like movie or book I like. So this guy, okay, I'm gonna tell the story really, really fast, okay? So you guys, listening, you gotta hear it really, really fast, okay? So he's a boy, okay? He grew up, okay? He was a little boy. His parents just left him when he was young, okay? And he has a invisible trust that, funds everything for him. So he went to school. He was a brilliant guy in school, okay? He was pretty much the smartest person ever, okay? And then when he was about to create stuff, okay, he decided to make he was Indian, by the way, because I'm Indian and I felt cool. So when this was back in like 1857, okay, and when he was in the Americas, he was going to make something. He tried to sell it to a bunch of people. Okay, no company bought it because racism. But then he sold this. This was the invention of the touch screen in 1875. Okay.
Jeez.
And he said, sell it. No one could sell it. Okay, so he threw it away. All right, and then he became an astronaut because that's literally the only other job option he had. Okay, he became an astronaut, and at this point, okay, I want you to try to name all the books and the movies this has come from because this is pretty much direct copies. Okay, this is obviously not going on. I'm not trying to do anything with this. It's just like a fantasy story. Okay, then the guy, okay, he becomes an astronaut, and then they start realizing no crops are growing. Okay, stuff are just not growing at all, and then they're like, there's this one. This is pretty much evident. Have you not got it yet?
What? I haven't seen that movie.
You have very much seen this movie. All right.
I have.
100%. We've talked about it like 90,000 times. I'll say the next line and you'll understand. Yeah. So then there's so then they realize in another world, in another universe, there's this one agent that you have to get, like a bio agent that will start like growing stuff again on our world. Okay. So this guy, he has to go into a ship through a wormhole to another universe. All right. To fall on those planets, all right, and get that agent. Do you still not know this?
This sounds more like Interstellar to me.
It is. It's literally.
It's Interstellar?
Pretty much, yes. So then, at that point, okay, they kind of mess up and they get stuck on a planet, which has time-changing ability stuff, okay? And by the time he comes out, it's already 1950.
Jeez.
And he hasn't aged a bit. But then they realize there's two things, okay? He has to kind of go close to the black hole to do something, okay? While his team goes back. So his team goes back, okay? He goes near the black hole. And then he gets, like, struck with some kind of energy. Like, so strong that he blacks out. And then randomly he's on the Earth again, okay? And apparently he's been out for another 5 years. So it's 1995.
1975.
1955.
That's what I said.
You said 1975.
Oh.
Yeah, 1955, and he wakes up and he realizes he's not aging anymore. He's 25 years old and he's not aging anymore. And another thing he realizes, he's immortal, but not like if someone like stabs him then he'll die. But and he's sick. He doesn't get any sickness. Okay, so if he like smokes or drink alcohol, like nothing happens to him. His stuff just regenerates. He has speed healing. Okay, he has extreme strength, extreme agility. We just went audio only versions for like a little bit, okay? And he's trying to become like a superhero pretty much because he loves helping people, okay? And then when he comes back, he realizes someone has popularized the touchscreen technology, and now it's like popular, like insanely popular, okay? So now he's just like, what the hell? You just literally stole it. And he tries fighting cases and everything, and he realizes, well, nothing happens. Also, I'm sorry. It was 1900. It was 1950. It was 1900. All right. And from then on, he just kind of leaves it. Okay, he's like, you know what, screw it. Whatever. And from then on, he realizes he's immortal, so he can do everything. So he starts becoming everything in existence. So he becomes the best doctor the world has ever seen, the best lawyer the world's ever seen, the best. His main ones are he's a brilliant singer, an actor, a lawyer, and a doctor, all right? And he, at the moment, in present day, okay, he owns the biggest company in the world that pretty much makes everything from restaurants to high tech, okay? he pretty much does everything. Like, I'm making this way longer than it should be. This is a fantasy story. Come on, dude. We need the podcast to be actually interesting. So yeah, he pretty much does all this. Okay, and at one point, he decides to build an android with human emotions and a human AI. So this is pretty much like a human. But instead, what this guy does is pretty much takes. His name was Marcus. Okay, he pretty much takes and pretty much overthrows everything. Okay, goes against him, rips the main guy of his power. Funny thing is, I don't have a name for him, but rips the main guy of his power and just kind of destroys him. This was one of the biggest world battles.
Name him Sam.
No, humans versus. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the name Sam. It's just so like, yeah, Sam.
Oi.
I mean, there's no like wow meaning to Sam. It's just like Sam. Like it's just like Peter. Like okay, cool. Like Matt. Like all right. No offense to any of those people who have those names. Like just.
Oh God, that's so like.
It's
mean.
just that I don't. If that's your real name, that's fine. All right. But Neptune is a cover-up name. So if you're using
pseudonym.
Yes. If you're using a name like Sam, for instance, for like a
pseudonym.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the best choice. I mean, your choice. I don't really care, honestly. But then he goes over and they start fighting, okay? And they finally, like, kind of blow him up at the end. Can you tell where this story is from?
Someone gets blown up?
The android gets blown up.
Oh. Is this from iRobot?
No.
No? Okay.
Let's just say I think, 10 years old and I was obsessed with Disney.
Is it Wall-E?
No.
Come on.
I didn't watch Disney movies. There's a robot called Marcus, and he takes over the world. Actually, no, you haven't seen this. Never mind. All right.
Yeah, I'm extremely confused.
Yeah, you haven't seen this. Guys, if you know what that is from, drop in the comments below. All right. But pretty much that's what I'm saying. I feel giving human... I'm coming back to all my point way before this. I feel giving the robots human emotions is the biggest mistake anyone can do.
Right.
We should not give robots human intelligence. AI is fine. No human intelligence. Block them from getting human intelligence under any circumstances. No not human intelligence, human emotions. Because the second they start hating on people, let's just say like Manhattan police won't be enough. All right, I'm pretty sure even the armies won't be enough. So that was my whole point, coming all the way through.
Wow, that's an interesting theory you have there. But I feel if like humans have these emotions, then why aren't they just kind of going and killing each other? I mean, not wars. That's not what I'm talking about.
No. That's because, one, they know police and army are stronger than them, and they're only in line for law, in check for law. I mean, if there was no law, dude, and I was physically stronger than you, dude, do you have a cupcake?
No.
Stab. That's literally it.
Wow. So, but if you think about it, like now, if you're saying human emotions, but if you look at it, human emotions, when people get angry at a person, they usually like, they don't get like completely murderous on them.
Do you know why? Because the law and the thing have been set for so long. You go to any rural villages where polices don't matter, and like the head of the village is the head, okay? And there's some violent villages, okay? If you see any of them, okay, there's this main guy with like 600 people of like a private army, all right? And anyone who doesn't do anything, just chop him off, because they've never been accustomed to the law. We are educated. We know ethics. We know we're not supposed to just murder people, which is another story I want to get into. Oh, okay, continue. This is your episode.
The thing is, we could make... You're saying humans are not going and murdering people because they're accustomed to the law.
Yeah.
We can just make the robots accustomed to the law.
No, they know for a fact robots are stronger than humans. and the military is made up of humans.
Right.
If you made the military made up of robots, which is a terrible idea, do not make the military made up of robots. Use the robots for like the least of like maybe serving water bottles to them, but that's pretty much it. Do not make. So you understand what I mean, right? If they want to, they can just stab pretty much the entire military. So that's why they won't be accustomed to that. So don't give them.
But what if we make the army robots but without human emotions? Then they could go and like fight wars and stuff, and we're not gonna lose human lives.
I love this podcast. I've thought of this argument in my head for almost a year, and I've never thought of that. Holy shit! What? Yeah, so technically, none of the commanders can just attack. Oh wow.
Wow.
That's. I guess some people are just not comfortable with them, like living as long with. I feel, if we are gonna make robots, there's down the line 2,150 or something. Okay, there'll be people rallying of robots. Robots should have the same equal rights as humans. They need to vote. They need to have happy family, purchasing power, all this. And I feel if that's how it's gonna work, at a point we're all gonna be living together.
Right.
I don't know where the whole thing about robots will kill the human race stuff comes from. I mean, like, unless you don't screw up really badly, I don't see it becoming a problem.
Yeah, unless you go like extremely just kind of discriminant on them.
Yeah, don't do that. They're probably just gonna get mad at you. And
If
like
you make
actual murders will happen, like how they happen between human to human. Which...
If you make some like kind of small like jokes like right now best friends just kind of like insult each other just as jokes. That should be fine.
Yeah, that should, if they're pretty much as humans.
So as long as you don't really break stuff, you should be good. One thing I've realized about writing notes in our school, at least, I think it's how most schools do it, but anyway.
Yeah.
I realized that we're not changing anything from the textbook. We're just taking stuff from the textbook and writing it in the notebook.
Exactly. I don't know what... I mean, that's just a basic educational system problem, but like... People, especially my teachers, say it helps you remember more if you write it down.
But it doesn't... At last minute, when you want to read through everything, if you have the entire textbook just written down, it doesn't really help.
Yeah, what's the point? If you're gonna take like specific like highlighted points to remember, that's perfect. If you're just gonna write the whole textbook down, then why are you buying the textbook? Just taking like a PDF and just write it down yourself the first time. Like, what's good? Yeah, I don't understand.
I mean, it does help to, like, when you write it down, it does kind of, like, refresh in your mind. But when it comes to revision...
When it comes to writing the entire look, I've written the entire textbook down before. I can't remember the whole textbook, and if I've written the entire textbook down, I physically don't properly and in any way don't agree with that, form of education, I guess. It's a form of education, right?
I think.
I think.
It's a form of learning.
Yeah.
I think.
One thing I did want to ask you, though. Do you see yourself ever getting a pet?
Pet? I mean... First of all, I don't really want a pet.
Why, though?
Honestly, it's just more responsibility. I don't want that, okay? I've got enough.
It makes sense. I don't want a pet, but if my parents do show up randomly with a dog, then I don't really mind exactly. Sure. Yeah. Man, that was a very dead question. Okay.
No, my brother really wants a cat. And
yeah, dude, his brother is obsessed with cats. Like, you can't even say it. Like, he watches like cat video. I mean, everyone watches cat videos, but like,
not those like cute cat videos. Just like people just like feeding cats or something.
He goes feeds the stray cats downstairs and stuff. I mean, that's cool and all, but like, man, that's some obsession right there. Why don't your family get a cat then?
I don't know, honestly. We had guinea pigs once.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we had guinea pigs. And we went out for a vacation and we gave it out to like one of those like pet like caretakers.
Did they give it back?
We came back and they were dead.
Okay, that got dark real fast, but like...
Yeah.
Well, I would put a pretty big 0 star on that caretaker, like, company, but like...
Yeah.
I'm actually speechless right now. What the hell?
That was, well, insane. It was quite a hit. That's probably one of the reasons why we're not getting another pet, because that's probably...
I had a pet fish once.
Really?
Yeah. I went to a carnival and I got the pet fish.
And?
I went to another carnival, came back and it was dead.
Bruh.
Like, I was actually pretty sad because of that fish, because I love the fish, but like now it's dead. I thought it was sleeping, because you know when fishes die, they just float to the top. I thought it was chilling at the top of the...
Oh,
I was 7 years old, man. Just leave me alone. Like, yeah.
Did you name the fish?
I don't think so. I mean, it lived like a solid like 3 months. All right.
Wow.
Wait, I didn't name it. I mean, names really don't matter to fish, do they? That's just your side. Like, if you're not gonna name your dog, it's probably a problem, because you know when you call it the dog's name just like a human, it responds, or like any animal that responds. But like a fish, I don't know if it'll respond if I call it by its name. We should just call it fishy or something.
I did name the guinea pigs, but I've forgotten their names.
Exactly. When your pets weren't there for a long time, you don't really remember them.
The thing is, we had the guinea pigs for only 2 months, and then we went for the vacation, and rip.
That's so... How many did you have?
We had 2.
Oh, wow, bro.
That's probably part of the reason why we're not getting another pet.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do with it when we're going for vacation.
You should find another family in our apartment that has cats. Well, then again, to be honest, I don't think... If I had a cat and you had a cat and you said, oh, take care of my cat for the vacation, I'd be hesitant. You can't just leave your pet at someone else's house. It's like a huge responsibility. Exactly, dude. That's actually a good point. If any of you guys have pets, what do you do with your pets when you like go? You take them on vacation with you, like.
I mean, some people do
that. Yes.
Some people do that. Forget what I said.
I don't feel that's like. I mean, that's fine and all if you take your pet for vacation, but like, I personally. It's kind of like a hassle, I guess, kind of.
Yeah, like, what if you're just kind of, like, going somewhere, just kind of walks off?
That's not how pets work, but, like... Have you ever thought of having a pet pig?
God, no. I don't want one at all.
Why? You had guinea pigs.
They're more like... What do you call those? Hamsters. They're like hamsters.
Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, that was a pretty sad note, I'm not gonna lie. That will wrap it up for today's episode. I swear that ending was terrible, not gonna lie. But, you know, we did discuss some pretty interesting stories. This was a complete storytelling session, I'm not even gonna lie. So, if you guys did... We just hit the 1 hour mark, actually. Actually, with the cuts, we might not have. But, you know, that was a great episode. New YouTube channel, check it out, subscribe, all right? iTunes, Spotify, it's there. If you do want better quality, you should probably go for iTunes or Spotify. They do have better quality than YouTube for some reason. I don't know, all right? We have those small clips on YouTube, so definitely go check them out. And am I missing something? Yes, join our Discord and our Twitter, okay? My Twitter. It'll definitely be there, okay? Because any update on if we're missing an upload or something, okay? Definitely will be on the Twitter. So if you have a Twitter account, go follow me, okay? If you don't have a Twitter account, I'm pretty sure you can still just go look at my page. So go do that, and, you know, we'll wrap it up for today's episode. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys enjoyed listening, watching, subscribing, whatever you're doing, and I forgot how to do this outro, so bye.